Save your life.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, this has been recording for days.
Go ahead and just stop that.
I will try. It doesn't want to at the moment. Good morning, by the way. Sorry. Morning, Ace.
Hi, Dad. So his little beard pop up.
I see his hat.
Well, let's take the other Ace, too.
Hi, brother Ace. All right, are we ready?
Yep. Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are back here live this morning after taking a day off for President's Day to just enjoy time with family.
Yes, and it was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did. We need a break sometimes.
Sometimes we do.
I enjoyed your post the other day when yesterday or the day before, yesterday, somebody asked you what was going on in a particular area of town. You said, you know what, I'm sorry, I took the day off.
Well, the thing is, I took the day off, and the departments at our local police department and Yuma County Sheriff's Office often have admin personnel who fall under the same guidelines for holidays.
Exactly.
So they are not in the office, and sometimes if it's a large event that took place, they'll wait for them to get back to put a press release together. So
exactly.
I just put on there, I will try and seek some information once I get back to the office on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And then a few people said, what? You're not allowed to take a day off.
It's okay.
Apparently not. And we had a fire last evening, and I tried to share the information about that. The Press Bistro on 24th Street, close to First Avenue, did suffer some serious damage, and Yuma Fire Department personnel were on scene. They shared photos earlier today, and I did post those on our social media pages. And the owners of the press put out on their own Facebook and Instagram that you can follow them on those platforms, and they will let you know, because it'll be a little while before they taken care of those issues and it's ready to open again. So just if you're a fan of the establishment, of the bistro, the press establishment, go ahead and follow them so you can get updates on that.
Yeah, it's something like this that can be detrimental to a local owned business like that. So it's nice. I'm happy to see that it wasn't a total loss and that they're planning on fixing and comebacks.
And according to the Yuma Fire Department, the cause of that fire was determined to be rags used for cleaning that ignited themselves. And
Wow.
people seemed confused by that, but sometimes if you're using certain chemicals for cleaning, and maybe depending on the combination of items you've used, maybe you have two rags close together. A friend of mine said this morning, she goes, I wondered how that is possible, and she Googled it. She goes, don't Google it. She goes, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Well, you know what? Maybe you should Google it, because these are things that can happen in your own home and not realize, that these chemicals can be toxic or, combustible when mixed. So, maybe it is a good thing to actually Google so that you know what to use together and what not to use together.
That's right. Well, we have a very busy week here on Today in Yuma. Today, first off, fair tickets go on sale.
Yes.
And I already have multiple inquiries on my Facebook page because I shared that as a reminder for people where. I'm not sure of all the locations. I know they have them at the fair office at the fairgrounds. Several schools do have them available. But you might want to get to those locations early because people that work there are already stating that they're going fast.
Yes, and if you are unsure where they are selling them ahead of time, you can always call the fair office and they will direct you probably to the closest area to you to get those. But please remember, be kind to one another, and you know what? Be reasonable.
People are asking the price. It's $15 per booklet cash, and there are a limit of 10 books per person available.
That's a lot of rides.
That is a lot of rides. If you have a lot of kids, or they just several kids that want to ride a bunch of rides, it's you might be able to use them all. But I think in the past we've seen the circumstances where people like to go back on social media outlets and some of the sales pages and sell them for closer to face value. But remember what Eric from the fair said. When you base the value on one of the large booklets you can buy at the fairgrounds, it's not that much of a savings. They said don't buy from scalpers.
Yes,
and certainly don't pay more than the the actual face value of the books there.
And it's printed, the value of the book is printed on the front of the ticket booklet. So don't pay more than what they paid for
The value
really.
is.
Yeah.
And if you only need 2 books, just get 2 books. Leave the rest for someone else. I know Eric said they had, do you remember how many more books? 4,000?
Or something like that.
Additional
yeah.
tickets. I don't know if it's tickets or books were available, but we will definitely have him on again as fair time gets closer just to talk about the different things. I believe they still had some scheduling and they were trying to pin all of that information down. So we will have him back here soon.
Yep, sounds good.
Now, we did draw a winner this morning for the Ronnie's Pizza giveaway. Last week we were giving away a Stromboli, but since we were not on yesterday morning, we drew the winner today. We want to congratulate Angelica Soto. She won a Stromboli, and now we're already accepting entries for this next week's giveaway.
Yes.
It's making me hungry already.
It is.
You can enter to win 1 extra large, 1-topping pizza valued at $22.07. All you need to do to enter is text the keyword pizza to 928-343-0993. You have until next Monday, the 26th, to get those entries in by 8 a.m. You can text as often as you like. We do ask that you text responsibly. No texting and driving. For complete rules, you can visit monstermediayuma.com.
That's a great price too. Extra large 1-topping pizza. That's like prime right there.
It's
For
delicious.
it is for Ronnie's
That
Pizza.
might be what part of our household had for dinner on Friday. I may have eaten,
Definitely.
I may have eaten one of the corners.
Did you just lick the pizza?
No, I had 2 bites of it. It's delicious,
You're
but
so funny.
it doesn't really I
Fit with
having
your new
my broccoli
lifestyle?
and chicken.
Yeah.
Now, we have some birthdays today, and we want to remind you, if you have a birthday to share with us, it can be your own birthday, a family member, a friend. They do have to be human, though, because some people celebrate pet birthdays.
Yes.
And get those into us. You can go to monstermediayuma.com, click on the Today in Yuma tab, and you can see the little Firehouse Subs logo birthday entry form that Teresa set up. Just fill that out. Make sure you tell us the actual birth date.
Yes.
So we can share it, and we have a few today.
Yes, definitely. We do. And in fact, we're going to go back to Sunday because since we weren't on air yesterday, we have a couple birthdays that I want to recognize from the weekend as well. We have Leanne Worthen, our wonderful friend Leanne Worthen. She celebrated a birthday on Sunday.
Retired Yuma Police Sergeant Leanne Worthen.
Yes. And we also had Victoria Gamachi. She celebrated a birthday on Sunday as well. Yesterday, we have Tara Roberson, the beautiful Tara Roberson, a longtime friend of mine. She celebrated a birthday yesterday. Carlitos with Random Article. He is one of our local monsters. He celebrated a birthday yesterday. And a friend of the show, a very good friend of the show, Larry Ziegler, celebrated a birthday yesterday as well.
That's right. And we have even more today.
Yes, we do.
One of the sweetest ladies you could ever meet, and just a blessing to the Yuma community, Barbara Rochester with Crossroads Mission.
Happy birthday, Barbara.
She is celebrating a birthday today. We're never going to let her retire. That's how that's going to go down.
I don't think they're going to let her let go of her one bit, and I don't think she wants to leave.
I don't think so. And Susan Allen celebrating a birthday today, along with longtime station friend Lenny Diaz.
Yeah.
And Ruth Ortega, she is one of our listeners and viewers. Happy birthday, Ruth. And Charlie McMurdy with Rural Metro Fire. She is celebrating a birthday today, and a very special one. This one is near and dear to us.
Yes, she's a very special lady to us.
Jennifer Lewis, she is our wonderful boss's wife. She is celebrating a birthday today, and she has another grandbaby for this birthday.
Oh, yes. And it's a boy, right? They had
Yes,
a boy?
yes.
Finally, in a family of girls, they got their boy.
Victor made his appearance a couple weeks ago, and so just another thing to be thankful for, just another blessing this year.
Yep, and I have one more birthday, my cousin Matthew Mendez. Matt Mendez, we want to wish you a happy birthday as well.
Again, if you have a birthday coming up, please let us know about them. And we want to remind you that all of those who have a birthday within the week will be entered into a random drawing for it's a meal from Firehouse Subs. It includes a medium sub, chip, drinks, and a dessert. And Firehouse Subs, their public safety foundation, has given over $1 million to first responders right here in Arizona. Buy more subs, you save more lives.
Christine Keller's on. She said, Jen and Teresa, today is Chris and I's anniversary. They have been married for 2 years, but been together about 10 years. So congratulations. Happy birthday to you.
I was there for the wedding. Doesn't seem like it's been 2 years already. So happy anniversary to you guys.
And also, Christine did say too that she went to the fairgrounds this morning and there was a really long line and people were getting their 10 limit booklets, probably to resell, but you really need to get on it if you really want those tickets. Excuse me.
All right.
So yeah, and they were selling them, early at the actual fair office. But like we said, there's other locations around town. So if you just give them a call, they'll let you know probably the closest area to you.
That's right. And we have coming up on the show today, Allison from Arizona Western College will be stopping by, and Diane Hilligus with BandQuest. They are doing a couple different charitable drives in the community. Mm-hmm. They are doing a food drive for the Yuma Community Food Bank and a charity auction on the 24th of this month for Safe House. She's also provided a list of some of those wants and needs items for Safe House, and we will share those when she comes in for the show. Now, you have something to announce?
Yeah, I there's a lot of comments coming in, so I didn't see it. But my wonderful bestie, she wanted to wish her daughter Kirsten a happy birthday. I believe she turned 10 yesterday.
Double digits.
So we want to wish Kirsten a happy birthday as well.
And Little says someone needs to make a tater tot crust pizza so he doesn't feel bad about eating it in the morning. No, sometimes pizza's better the next day.
Pizza for breakfast is, don't feel bad.
No.
Pizza for breakfast is not a bad thing.
It's a staple for many college students.
And you know what? I got a text that dinner was decided, so I'm sure that he's wanting Roman pizza for dinner. I guess that's what we're having.
Well, we're pretty much your contest station. We have quite a few concert tickets and comedy show tickets we're giving away throughout this week. But it's also Phoenix Suns time. And we have tickets.
There's not much of a season left, is there?
Well,
more than halfway through, right?
The playoffs run about 10 and a half months for basketball, it seems. That's what it feels like. At our house,
I was going to say, your guys watch basketball.
On Sunday night, it was basketball, and I think it was the All-Star game, because that's when we got to hear Fergie's absolutely horrific rendition of the national anthem.
Poor girl. Yeah.
But they also watched like the slam dunk contest and some other things, so it was an awful lot of basketball. I was just working in my office trying to not pay attention.
I don't watch basketball all that much, and I didn't hear it. So you posted I posted
the link and some information.
I went and I should have just not. Poor thing, bless her heart. She did put a statement out saying that she tried her hardest, and that's all we can ask for. But
and she was trying to mix it up a little bit to provide something great for the show. But that's one of those things. Wendy McKay here locally. Yes. Wendy's a phenomenal singer. She posted, if you can't give it the respect it deserves, you don't need to sing it.
Yeah.
Well, last night, a good friend of mine sent me a music sheet, and it was the Fergie rendition.
I saw it.
So I shared that, and I tagged Wendy in it. And it was the Star Spangled Banner as performed by Fergie, and it's pretty funny. It's clean enough where if you go back and find it and you want to share it, I just found that rather comical. But you know what? If we didn't have something to talk about from each one of these public events, things would be pretty boring.
It would definitely.
But back on the Suns track, and I am going to a game in April, and I don't mind them live. It's pretty cool.
It's a lot funner live.
It is. Again, one of my son's friends from ASU is Jerry Colangelo's grandson.
Yeah, I remember you
saying. So he's Snapchatting Jace the other night from the All-Star game.
Oh, darn.
Like, that's not fair. But we have tickets for this Friday's game, Suns versus the LA Clippers. Mm-hmm. Game time 7 p.m., so you have time to get off work and head on over there to Phoenix. The 4-pack of tickets are valued at $150, and we have opened up the text line. You have until noon tomorrow to get your entries in. And just text the keyword SUNS to 928-343-0993. Text as often as you like. Please text responsibly, and remember that standard text rates do apply, and we do have a lot of Suns fans in this community.
We do. We definitely do. So get on it. Get your texting in. And if you're not, this is one of the things that's really hard. If you're not available to go, because the games are out of town, if you don't think you're going to be able to go, let somebody else win those tickets that are actually going to be able to go and enjoy the show.
That's right, because based on our text line, there's a lot of enthusiasm for Suns basketball.
Yes, there's quite a bit of enthusiasm.
Well, today is February 20th, and today we recognize two different things that I know I'm able to get behind both of these.
Okay.
I know you at least one of them. Today is National Cherry Pie Day.
I can handle cherry pie.
Cherry pie is one of my two favorites.
You know, the way I like to eat my pie is I'm not so much of a fan of the big chunks in the filling. I like when the jelly gets on the crust. I like the crust part of it with some Cool Whip on it.
It's good. And a
Yum.
nice homemade crust. I don't like them too thin. I don't want it to be all about the crust, but it plays an important role.
It does,
It's
definitely.
also National Love Your Pet Day.
Oh, and yes, 2 that I can get behind.
See, all right.
Yes.
we can celebrate today. All right, I'm going to have an apple pie for dessert. And
It says cherry.
Snuggle up with my cat.
Cherry.
I'm sorry, cherry pie.
Mike, you can't have apple on a cherry day.
Well, you're curious what my... Cherry pie is my second favorite pie. My first favorite is coconut cream. See, you guys don't like coconut. So,
yeah.
But I like the texture of the cream, and I don't like a lot of the whipped cream on top, but I like the filling and then the
Wow.
coconut on top.
We'll share the cherry.
There you go.
And
We'll share the cherry.
we'll
You
bring
can have the
Tim
coconut.
in, and Tim will share the coconut with you.
See, there you go. All right, this is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, Monster Media, Yuma.com. We are going to take a break here on the show. We'll be back after that with Allison from Arizona Western College. Today in Yuma is brought to you by Classic Accounting. Make your appointment to get your 2017 taxes done at their Yuma or Foothills location. Call 343-1040 to schedule your appointment today.
And Sprague Sports, try your gun out before you buy it on 10 lanes of controlled environment at Yuma's only indoor shooting range at Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And quick refrigeration. If you woke up to a brisk 37 degrees this morning, it got down to 33 on my drive into work. You might want to make sure that your heating unit is working properly. You can give Quick Refrigeration a call or visit their website at getcoolquick.com. They've been heating and cooling the Yuma area since 1955.
And Yuma's Best, our friends over at Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services, offers wildlife control like feral cat trapping, snake and skunk relocation, and pigeon extraction. You can give them a call at 928-343-9149, message them on Facebook, Instagram, and follow them on Snapchat.
We'll be back with Today in Yuma.
Did you just see Christy's response on the feed?
I'm going to fix it right now. That's what
Thank
happens
you.
when my
Thank you.
multitasking is multitasking.
You're still entered to win for this week.
It is Friday the 23rd, Christy. Sorry, not Saturday. I was thinking comedy for Saturday.
No worries.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, good morning.
I saw Allison this weekend. She was incognito.
Incognito. Hat on. I had makeup on.
That's
And
when
she-
you run into everyone you know.
Not when you're in the desert.
Like, I'm just
Just
going to run out.
I told Tim, I was like, you don't want to go into that store.
That was a
You don't want
bad
me going
choice.
back into that
Yeah,
store.
It was a really bad choice. I'll be going back.
Was it a home store of sorts?
A local,
Locally owned gift boutique.
yes.
place.
They cater to the farm
Yeah.
Oh.
The agriculture. Nice.
decor.
Decor. Were you searching for that word?
That's a good one.
I was like, I want this, I want this, I want this.
I came out with a bag full and I'll be going back. For gifts.
I showed a little more discipline, I'll be
I'm
honest.
proud of you.
But I left with nothing.
I noticed, yeah, you didn't have anything.
Not that I didn't want things. I just didn't
Bill
indulge.
says, I've never been to Cognito. What's it like?
Sadly, a lot of people join you when you're there, right? Like
Yeah.
I just said, yeah.
You try.
In my case, it requires wearing a hat and sunglasses. You guys have a good weekend?
Yes.
Did you go to the movies?
Nope.
Yeah.
I was not going to contribute to the Black Panthers' record-setting $192 million box office take.
My
'Cause
dad took
I had
Eli.
stuff going on. Well, the guys want to see it. I'm just going to go to support them. But
My dad took Eli. They said it was good. Eli loved it.
Did
And
he?
it's I thought for sure he would have fell asleep because we were at the desert all weekend and we came home in the morning because of the wind, and he took a nap before we started running around. And so I thought for sure for 2 hours and 15-minute movie, I thought for sure he was going to fall asleep. And no, he stayed awake the whole time. He said he loved it. So, but he's known the date of the release.
Mm-hmm.
and he has been talking about wanting to go on that day.
It set all kinds of records.
Yeah.
Tim, Eli's already seen it twice.
Really? Wow. So it must be good.
Well, different groups of friends.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? So he went with his
And
girlfriend.
usually
and
there's
Ashley
so
was
much
in.
stuff that you're going to miss something anyway.
And when we were at in the mall area yesterday, I was watching and I don't know if it's because people were trying to get out of the wind, and I don't know that they were necessarily going to watch that movie, but so many people went to the movies yesterday. So many people. I was kind of shocked.
Yesterday was a good movie day. I could see that.
That's
Because it
what
was so windy and cool.
Coming
The
back.
wind had the bite to it.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to be outside.
My eyes were gritty most of the weekend, I
Yeah.
think.
Nothing like eating the air.
True.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Teresa.
And I'm Allison.
That's right, because it's Toro Tuesday.
Allison is here from Arizona Western College. And what is going on this week?
You know what? We have a shorter week than normal because we had yesterday off. So we're back in the grind. We're excited. We want to remind everyone that we have late start classes starting on March 12th, which seems like a long time, but it's only a couple of weeks away. You can log on to azwestern.edu/late start to see what's available there. I meant to check this morning, but to see what's still available. We have general ed classes. We have electives. So again, just /late start and you can find out what's available starting March 12th. And if you are a current student and you're interested in going to one of the four-year schools in the state, this is Transfer Exploration Walk-In Week at our Transfer Services office. And that's upstairs in the 3C. So today through Thursday till 4:30 each day, you can walk in and talk with some of our advisors there and see what you've taken already or what you need to take that will transfer, so you're not taking classes you don't need, and transfer to one of those schools. So our transfer services department's amazing. We have a lot of the students that we have that transfer. So that's this week upstairs in the 3C. And you want me to continue?
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Bring it on, Allison. Bring it
Usually
on.
you interject, so I was waiting for some comments.
We're listening.
Okay, you taking notes? So also, culinary arts. This Thursday is our February dinner. It is at 6 o'clock, and you do need to purchase tickets ahead of time because they need to know, a head count. Exactly. And so it's this Thursday. They're having grilled salmon. And then March 8th, they're having beef tenderloin. And then seared duck breast on March 22nd. And then throughout the rest of the semester, there'll be other dinners. If you log on to azwestern.edu and /events, you can find that, more information there. You can also log on to, news and get some more information there. Or, I'm trying to find their phone number. There it is. Okay, if you call, I know it's hard to write down numbers, but it's 317-7666.
And what's cool about this too, it's kind of serves a dual purpose. We have the funds that are raised that help with the scholarships
Yes.
and stuff, but it also gives the students within the culinary program the real life experience.
Yes.
And we spoke with Sharon before and other people. I know Janice's children, her young men, are going through the program too.
Right.
But it gives them the practical experience of both the front of the house and the back of the house too,
Exactly.
and kind of prepares you a little bit if you're going to be working in that restaurant atmosphere.
Exactly, and they do prepare their menus and all the food and all the details. So and they serve. So yeah, it's a great experience for the students and for our community. to
And
come out.
what's the cost on that?
That ranges between let me check here.
It just varies a bit depending on what they're
20 to
serving.
55.
Okay.
So it's $20 per person. And there's some like lobster broil that's going to be happening later
Yeah.
on. Those kind of are a little bit more. But speaking about the students, May 10th is the student buffet, which is like their final. And so they get to create their own menu again, but it's more specific to what they feel like they want to create for that event. And so that's May 10th. But if you log on to azwestern.edu/events, and you can check out each one of these.
And that
different meals.
student buffet, is it open to the public
Yes.
as well? So
Yes.
that, oh, okay.
Mhm.
So that
And
is
it's
kind
fun.
of, yeah. That's
So it's a culmination of the whole semester.
Sounds good.
So there's that. And then we had Renee in last week from our foundation, and she was speaking to the Hall of Fame So I want to remind everyone that that is still open until March 15th. If you have an alumni or someone that has attended Arizona Western College and they've succeeded in the community, or they've moved on and they're just doing a great job, they can definitely be nominated for our Hall of Fame. So you can log on to azwestern.edu/Hall of Fame, all one word, and fill out the form there. So
Again,
it's till March 15th.
Again, it's open to all alums, and you think Hall of Fame and you think sports. It's not just
No.
sports. It's kind of everything. There.
Exactly. And they don't have to be graduates. They can, have attended and then they've moved on and transferred somewhere. Want to talk sports?
Absolutely.
Okay. Baseball is today at home at 12 o'clock. They are taking on Eastern Arizona.
Go Gila Monsters! Slash Matadors!
And then Saturday softball's at home and they're taking on Yavapai at 12 o'clock. And so those are both at home. We also have the USMC Battle Color Detachment will be in town. I sent this press release out a couple weeks ago. They'll be in town on March 8th. It's a Thursday. And if you're familiar with this group, this is probably I think maybe their 4th or 5th time coming to town. Usually it's on a Friday. So I just want to make everyone aware they're doing it on Thursday. They're flip-flopping the performances. Usually they do COFA on Thursday and then our performance on Friday, so they're flip-flopping those. So March 8th at 7 o'clock, it's free. It's the, like I said, USMC Battle Color Detachment, and they're going to be performing at Gila Ridge High School.
And you will not be disappointed.
It's amazing.
It's a wonderful show.
Mm-hmm. It's like you get chills.
And it's
watching
free.
it. It's free, totally free. And we will be having the golf carts from the parking lot over to the stadium seating if you are disabled or if you have trouble walking. So there'll be that option too.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I have.
So lots of cool things going on in AWC. The important things like late start, those are always important, but also a lot of fun things as well.
A lot of fun.
Like food. You get to help someone with their educational experience eat at the same time. And you have to eat either way, whether you're eating at home or at a restaurant or going to Arizona Western College. It's many opportunities.
Exactly. Why not spend that money like you said, the money goes back to great organization and a great program in itself. So why not do it that way?
Like the same thing applies to the massage therapy courses too. When they're trying to get their hours in and make sure that they have what they need to finish their curriculum, they do different things and very inexpensive.
Yes.
I know we've talked about maybe having them come in here, which we should when it's time for that. Not just to give us massages, but to talk about
I
it.
will work on that for you.
And massages. I was going to say massages as well.
And Little says, a huge reminder to Yuma, AWC strives to help their military students, always accommodating and understanding of the special circumstances.
Yes, our Veteran Services program is awesome.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
very active.
And many different activities taking place. They do like the run and walk each year too. But
Right.
wonderful organization within an organization.
Well, thank you.
All right, azwestern.edu is the website, and they're also on most of the social media
Yes.
platforms too.
Arizona Western. You can just find us. And if you go to our main page, down on the bottom, you can have all of our links are there, so you can chase us down.
Is it still scholarship season?
Oh, yes, definitely. That's a good point. So log on to the foundation page and check out all the different scholarships that are available.
For all ages, not
Yes.
just incoming freshmen.
Oh, no, definitely. Yeah, and there's specific ones, like we've talked about many times. They're specific to programs. And a lot of them, don't get...
They don't get a lot of love, so
No,
apply.
Exactly, right. Exactly. And you can always use our Student Success Center. Our tutors in there, they can help you with those essays that you need to write for those.
Sounds
So
good.
they're available.
Alrighty, our guest today, Allison from Arizona Western College. Again, you can go to azwestern.edu if you'd like to track down most of this information. If not, just click on the social media links. They're very active and keep things updated pretty quickly on all those platforms.
That's right.
It's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie out in the courtyard with Allison. We'll be back after the break on Today in Yuma. The show's brought to you by Classic Accounting. They have 30 years of experience and knowledge to benefit you. Ask about their advance program. You can get up to a $2,500 advance while your tax refund processes. No additional fees or APR cost if you use the program. Call 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports, visit their partner location, Truckmates, Yuma's home for snug top shells and lids, Linex spray and bed liners, and 3M window tinting. You can find them right next to Sprague's on 32nd Street, next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration. Not only were they voted Yuma's best, but they're also here to ensure your comfort in Yuma year-round. They offer commercial and residential service, and they also offer 24-hour emergency service. Visit getcoolquick.com.
And our wonderful friends over at Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services have been providing services in the Yuma area for over 20 years. They are licensed with the Arizona Game and Fish Department for safe, humane wildlife relocation. Give them a call at 928-343-9149. Message them on Facebook or Instagram.
We'll be back with Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, and MonsterMediaYuma.com after the break.
Did you read?
Little I like that one.
Alice in Westernland. I always get a chuckle. So cat yoga, not a good thing? Oh my gosh.
Cat yoga?
Yeah.
Did she do it?
Her cat likes her yoga mat.
Oh.
That's the problem.
All right, ready? Smile. Your phone likes me today.
All right, we shall see you later.
Look at you all up here. It is. Turn the heater on. Turn the heater on. I will not complain. I was cold. My hands were freezing.
I got insulation. It's not working today.
You're so funny.
Maybe if you put some socks on your feet.
What the hell are socks?
That's why she's cold.
That's why she's cold. I go, maybe if you put your socks on your, put some socks on your feet. She goes, what the hell are those?
Hello.
Hi.
You're on Facebook Live.
Hello, hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Am I sitting over here?
Right there.
Oh,
It is chilly out there.
I know. She's dressed for like real winter.
Well, it's
I know.
because my dress under it is sheer.
Oh, okay.
I have a tank top under it, but in any case, it's
She's
a
in
little
layers. That way,
chilly.
when she warms up, she can
Yes,
take
take
stuff
it off. Peel them
off.
off
She
one by
have
one.
your own stripper here.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know that it is really going to warm up much today, is it?
61 for the high.
I'm glad there's not as
really
much
strange.
wind.
Yeah,
Are
it
we done
was.
with the wind? No.
Let me investigate.
I hope so.
Put on Pokemon Go and see if there's wind things going.
Does it show you that?
Yeah, it does weather now.
Wow.
Yes.
Jacob likes coming here because there's a gym.
Gym here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Little Allison was trying to do yoga at home, and she has a mat, and her cat decided it liked the texture and started scratching it.
Oh yeah, of course.
But she has two, right? Two
Yes.
kitties.
Nate.
Very mild winds tomorrow.
I like mild winds. As long as we don't have it like
Thursday,
we did yesterday.
gusting up to 12, so that's bearable.
Still mild. Yeah.
It turned the whole
Oh, Friday,
sky was
20
like
miles.
gray with all the
Yeah,
dirt
the
in the air.
dust.
Yeah. Oh, it was the haziness that just covered the whole valley.
Yeah.
20 miles an hour on Friday.
I'm glad I'm leaving.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know we can't shovel sunshine, but we sure can eat dirt.
Yeah,
you can.
you definitely can. All right, are you ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Teresa.
Our next guest with us is Diane Hillegas with FanQuest here in the Yuma area. Thank you so much for coming in, Diane.
Hello.
Now, you're no stranger to the station, but
No, I've been here
today
before.
we are going to talk about a few different events that FanQuest is doing in conjunction with the Yuma Community Food Bank and Safe House.
Right, right. Well, we've always been that we want to help our community, so we've always done raffles and auctions and stuff to raise money or funds or get items from different places in town.
All right. Now, let's start with the food bank first, because you are doing a food drive.
Right.
How did that come about?
I saw a post from somebody on Facebook saying that their shelves are empty, so I contacted them and said, we'd be willing to do a food drive. But every month we have a raffle in our store where we sell dollar raffle tickets, and we give away stuff that's been donated by other customers or the store or different game companies. And then we donate that money to different charities around town, and we've been doing it ever since we opened 27 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, 27 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've done it every month, and we've always been trying to help out different places in our community. We want to try and make Yuma the best place that we can. So very community oriented.
All right, now how can people actually participate? Where can they take food?
Okay, just bring cans of food into the store, which is on 32nd Street, or right across the street from Toys R Us. And you can just bring them in during our open hours, and then we'll give you raffle tickets, and you can win everything that's in our case, and it's a bunch of gaming items.
Now, what are your hours? Because it's not your typical 8 to 5.
Wednesday through Friday, 5 to 9:30, and Saturday noon to 9:30.
So 5:30 or 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Yes,
Okay.
I work a full-time job during the day, so those are the hours that I have available.
But you know what? It works for you because you do a lot of different types of tournaments and things there. So
Right.
it definitely
And those
is
are more of the
fitting.
evening kind of thing, because I know you have a lot of students and other adults too that come to participate.
We have we've been very family oriented since we've been here so long. People that were 14 when we opened that came in and play, their teenagers are now coming with them
Oh,
and
wow.
playing. So we have like a lot of families playing. And on Wednesdays we have a Pokemon League, and so we're getting a lot of parents with the kids coming in and playing. So it's being more and more families, and it's really exciting.
Especially with the resurgence of Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon Go within the last 2 years. I mean, that's just kind of added that next level too of
Right,
recognition.
and we play Dungeons and Dragons in the store twice a week, and so we have a lot of parents come in that used to come in when they were teenagers, are now bringing their teenagers in. They're all
That's so
hanging out
awesome.
and playing.
Well, how long do they have to bring in the non-perishable food items?
Well, our food drive is going till March 3rd.
Okay.
And so every time you bring in a can of food, or if you bring in 10 cans, we'll give you 10 raffle tickets. And that just gives you a little more incentive. And then if you win some of the games that we're giving away and you don't know how to play, we have people that know how to play, and you could come in, we could set you up with somebody and teach you how to play.
Oh, they're all very helpful too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The gamers want more gamers, so they have more people to play with, you know?
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Now, next we have an event on the 24th for Safe House.
Yes, but we actually have an art contest going this week too, which is why you have to draw a picture why you love our store, and they're due on Thursday, and then we're going to announce the winner on Saturday, which is our auction, and we are raising funds for Safe House. And then whatever funds we get in from our auction, we're going to buy items off their wish list and donate it to them.
Okay, and you have provided that wish list with it for us, and we just had Jody and Jessica from Safe House in last week.
Oh, good,
And
good.
they were just talking about their programs and stuff. But some of those items on the wish list include diapers and wipes, and this will be all sizes of diapers. They also need shampoo and conditioner, toothpaste and toothbrushes, toilet paper, hairbrushes, hairspray, body soap, laundry soap. Just figure any of the items you need to run and maintain your own household, they need those too, but more of them. And we mentioned laundry baskets because they need a lot of those. When the families transition out of the shelter, when they first get there, they each get a laundry basket. That way they can put those essential items in there.
Exactly.
And they do their laundry for their own families.
Right.
And then when they go to leave, it's a great way to help transport those items. And then you have a laundry basket at your new home. But they need all types of feminine products, razors, mouthwash, deodorant, toys for children. And remember, no small pieces because we have some very little ones.
Right.
Babies and toddlers. They need blankets, pens and pencils, garbage bags, 13 and 33 gallon. They also need socks for women and children, and underwear, sheet sets, activity items. That could be your coloring books or word searches, anything fun like that. And DVDs, children's books, and Tylenol for children. Now, there are a couple things added at the end. They need pajamas for women and children, all sizes, especially right now since it's still a little bit cooler, and house slippers for women and children. And we mentioned the other day that they go through a lot of flip-flops. So if you're out and about and you come across one of the retailers who's having a sale and you can grab 5 pair, toss them in your basket, you can always drop those items off at FanQuest,
Right, you can bring them by.
or you can bring them by the station here because we have a good relationship with them. And Anita's wonderful, our camera lady Anita, and she runs them over to the Safe House if they're not able to stop by and pick them up. Because obviously it's a safe house, it's an undisclosed location, so we want to keep all of the individuals there safe. All right.
And the other place is also Catholic Community Services. Just let
Right.
them know that this is specifically for Safe House, and they'll make sure they get service.
Especially if that's some of the larger items because they have room to house it and store it. And when the families transition out into their own place, then they have some starter furniture too to help out.
And you know what? Why not take it down to FanQuest? You know, they are having the event, and you can visit the store as well. There's a lot of things there, and I found that you know, my son became a Pokemon fan with Pokemon Go. He's only 8, so he didn't really. He's barely starting his Pokemon era, I guess you can call it, because it really is Pokemon cards everywhere. But I don't think he really knows how to actually play the game. So I think we might take you up on that and bring him on down.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Show him how to actually play the game and put those cards that I've been buying to use.
We're getting a lot of the younger players in and teaching them, and then, you know, hopefully the game will keep going. And, well, you know, they're having their 20th year last year for Pokemon, so it was a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 years already. And now I've had some of my players that played way back when have pulled out their old cards and have brought them in. And so now we're playing with some of the old stuff too. And it's fun. And we do a lot of trading with each other because we want to help out other players, you know. And we have some players that will make decks, and they have so many cards. So they'll just give a deck to a new player that comes in.
I love
that. So they have something to try out. And this way you get to try the game before you invest a lot of money into it, too.
Definitely.
Make sure you like it. Yeah.
Little posted that he has an open box of diapers that he never used, and you can, if you want to bring that here by the station, Little, you can.
Yeah.
Or take it by FanQuest. Again, they open at 5:00 Wednesday through Friday.
Right, Wednesday through Friday.
5 p.m. Whichever is more convenient for you. Again, thank you so much. Again, any amount helps because they do have a lot of, and it's not just women and children, because there are instances where men are the victims of domestic violence, and they've had men come through the shelter also. But every little bit helps, and it just, you know what, it can be something you might think it's pretty minor, but it might make a big difference in someone's life.
And, you know, a lot of times when they leave their homes to go to Safe House, they leave with just what they have on. And so when they do leave Safe House to start up again, they have nothing. So they need, like, you know, plates and knives and forks and sheets and bedding and all that kind of stuff too, which if you have a lot in your closet, why not donate an extra set of sheets to them, you know, just to help them out.
Exactly. Good idea. If you're in any position to do something for someone, you know, by all means, give it a shot.
Right.
All right. Again, we have a few different events. We have the food drive through March 3rd, and then the art contest. Thursday this week is the deadline.
Yes.
About why you love FanQuest.
Right. And it could be that you love to collect comics, or you just, you know, you're a Batman fan. You could draw
All
a picture
ages.
of Batman. Yeah.
All right. Have you and I work on something?
Okay. I sure
Yes,
will.
definitely.
All right.
Yes.
And then we have the event coming up. The auction is the 24th.
Yes, and Domino Palumbo, she's the one who started our auctions because she had a lot of anime stuff that she collected that she wanted to get rid of. So she decided, why don't I just donate it? We could do a little auction and we'll send the money. So our last auction we actually did for Old Souls, and we raised almost $800 in like 3 hours. So
That's huge.
our goal hopefully is to do like $1,000 for Safe House,
Oh.
and then we could get them quite a bit of stuff.
Off of their list.
Yeah, and we have Lily. She's one of our cosplayers in town, and she's going to be like our runner, like our Vanna White. So she's going to be in costume, and she's going to be, you know, running the stuff to different people. So we're hoping people will donate items that we can auction off, and then come to the auction so we can raise more money for Safe House.
If you have something that you would like to donate for the auction, you can reach out to Diane. How can they find you? Maybe they need to arrange pickup or something, Diane?
Well, we're on Facebook. We have 2 pages for the store. If you go to FanQuest, that takes you to our business page. And if you go to FanQuest Comics and Games, that will take you to our group page, which has a lot more information on it. And there's also a pinned post at the top. So if you click on that, that'll give you the whole schedule of events.
Perfect.
So that way, if you forget what day, you know, Pokemon is, you can go and check and see what time everybody hangs out to play that.
Perfect. And see, I usually forget what day it is in general. Not so much about the Pokemon.
My days run together, and I'm like, how is it February?
It's funny, though, because Teresa's son is 8 and my son is 20.
Right.
And they both had the passion for Pokemon. When my son was 4, my nephew was 6. And they would get so rambunctious over their Pokemon because they watched it, but they also had the trading cards.
Right.
I'm sure they did not play right. It was whatever rules Jason Kenneth made up at that moment. So for them to go on later and do gaming with friends, it was funny. Oh,
Right.
that's not how that really works. But they would go so crazy, we would have to take away Pokemon.
Yes.
for a week at a
Oh,
time.
my
That's
goodness.
you would ground them from Pokemon.
Yeah, way back when it first started, a lot of the kids were taking them to school to trade and stuff, but they were like stealing from each other, and then all they wanted to do is play with them, and so the teachers couldn't teach, so the teachers ended up taking them away from them, and they banned them in school.
It was a
It was
distraction.
crazy. Yes.
Well, and Jace had a large binder with all the little dividers in there. He had
Right.
everything sorted. It was one of the books that he had at the time, and he was taking part in an after-school program somewhere, and it disappeared. And he's still mad about that to
Yes.
this day.
Oh.
Well, my friend has a little boy, and he was having problems reading, and she told him, and he loves Pokemon, so she said, you have to sit down and read the cards to me every night. And if you can read some of these, and you read the little storybook that goes to me, then I'll take you and you can buy a pack. So it's actually helping him learn to read.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And then when you play the game, you have to add and subtract and multiply. So if you have problems with math, it's a good way to start off. So it can help to teach you math.
Great idea.
Yeah, and I had another guy who his brother wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, but he wasn't doing very well in school. So his brother said, well, once you read the player's handbook, then I'll let you play. So he went through the whole player's handbook, so it helped him to learn to read.
That's awesome.
That is.
Well, when Pokemon Go first launched 2 years ago, I think it was, we mentioned we're a gym here at the station.
Yeah, we're a gym too.
Well, we put a sign up on our gate because we had a lot of people coming and going. We
Right.
said, but I didn't understand that it was a gym, GYM, because I'm familiar with the Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby. I thought GEM.
Oh,
So
you gym.
I put that on the sign. Oh, the haters came out. I'm like, I just heard it verbally because
And you knew a lot more about it than I did at that point. I was like, so I couldn't correct you. I had no idea. What are these people doing in our parking lots?
Right, so you
know?
need to call me.
Yeah, see, now I'll just ask
Yeah.
you. I'm like, I just heard it verbally. I did not see anything in writing, and I thought I was being helpful. See if I try and help anymore and let you know where our
Yes, you
Pokemon
will.
gym
You
is.
know you will try.
And I will.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker like that.
Janice
Yes.
says Daniel has 2 to 3 decks ready for battle, and he carries it around in his Pikachu backpack. No, not as a kid. Now, so now you know
Is
you
he
can go
23?
battle him. You can go
Yeah, he's
battle Daniel
23.
anytime.
Well, tell him to come, and then he can help teach the younger people
There you
how
go.
to play.
There you go.
So, and that's the really cool thing is that we have a community, and we try to help each other. It's not just winning; it's helping each other to learn to play the game to have fun.
And it's also a good aspect of socialization too. And you have
Yes.
people anymore just kind of hiding behind their screens, and it gives them a reason to get out. And it is something you can play online too, because there's so many variations.
Right, and that's
But-
why for a D&D game, we might have 10 people show up that want to play because it's fun to interact and hear people laugh.
Right.
You can't get that sitting behind the screen.
Nope.
There's no interaction through people.
Well, we want to thank you so much for coming in today, Diane. Again, you can find them on Facebook. They have 2 different pages. That does also solve that mystery for me because when I go to tag you, I'm like, which one is it?
We'll tag both.
Okay.
Then it
There-
shows up on both.
Problem solved.
And then I keep telling people share because there's a lot of people that don't know about us, even though we've been here for a long time. But we want to help the community. The more people that know about it, hopefully we'll do
What's
more.
your name, sweetie?
We have a caller. We are going to put them on the air in a sec.
Hold on one
Diane,
second.
if you want to grab a pair of headphones
Grab 2. Grab one
and
for
grab
me,
one for
please.
Anita, she'll put it on our Facebook Live feed,
you.
courtesy of FTS Automotive, so they can also hear. All right, hang
Hold on
on
one
sec.
second. We'll get you on air,
This
okay?
is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country Monster Media, Yuma.com. All right, caller, you are on the air.
Well, good morning, ladies. It's Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, listen, I just wanted to thank her because, both of my boys were Pokemon monsters.
Pokemon monsters. I like that.
Yeah, Drew and Kraft, both of them. Kraft still plays once in a while, but I don't know what Drew's doing.
Well, that's awesome, and this is something she has created with being in the community for 27 years. Like you said, you've gone through generations, so you've been a part of these people's lives.
Yeah.
Extremely, yeah. The best part about it is it's educational for the young children to learn how to think ahead and plan.
Strategize.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for the call, Andy. We appreciate it.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right, we are going to take a break here on Today in Yuma. It's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie with Diane out in the courtyard. We'll be back after the break with more show. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, give us a call at 782-4321 or post them on the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed, and we will try and address them. We'll be back after the break.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I love that you're giving back to the community. That makes it just that
ever
full
since I lived
circle.
here, we were like, you know, we could do this just to make money, or we could make a difference. You know,
And you've
And we live
created
here,
like a
so-
safe place where people go, where they know who they're hanging out with
Yeah.
and playing the games with.
Come take a picture with us.
Right here in the middle.
So we got second and best of Yuma bookstore.
That's cool.
Oh, let's hope for first.
We'll
We're
work on
trying.
that next year.
Yes.
Smile.
Smile.
There we go.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me do that.
No problem. And you can go and share our video too later if you want.
Yeah.
It's on my page, so it's open to the public. If you
Okay,
want to do that.
then I'll go ahead and share it.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
And the rest of you too. Share.
Yeah,
Thanks for
share.
your help.
We love a
problem.
community
We'll
that
see you
shares.
later,
I think it's funny she's talking about Dungeons and Dragons because Eli the last 2 weekends. Are we going to start a game? Are we going to start a game? Because we play as a
I was gonna say,
family.
does it take a long time?
It can't, depending on the type of campaign. He wants to DM. He wants to be the dungeon master. And we've attempted it before with Joe, and they just butt heads. And I'm like, either we're going to...
If we're gonna start a game, everybody's got to
Here's the ground rules. But it was funny. I'm like, well, let's just play cards today. Or we played Catan last weekend, or the weekend before last, and then this past weekend we just played different card games. We taught them, or they taught me Village Idiot, and we taught them.
I've never heard of that one.
She told me about it last week.
They taught me Village Idiot, and then we taught them Hearts.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Hearts, and he's like, let's play spoons. So we played one round of spoons. And I'm like, this is all about deception and lies. I am not playing this game anymore.
I've never played the Village Idiot one, but we play one of the most recent ones I learned was golf.
Oh,
And so everybody kind of plays it a little bit different, but it's the same premise. It's
card
so much
game?
fun. It's a card game, yeah.
I have to learn that one.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Well, Saturday we went to my best friend's house. They invited us over for dinner. Oh my God, we had the best steaks we've ever had. They were so good. And then we taught them Village
Yeah.
Idiot. And she's like, I like this game better than euchre.
My husband still wants to play euchre, so we're
We'll
gonna
have
have
to
to
get
coordinate
together.
that.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. He grew up with
I don't
it, so.
understand it, so.
I like to play other dice games my family played, and I apparently make up rules. With Jeff and Jace. Because I hadn't played it in so long, and I'm like, oh, I forgot this. We can do this too. And Jeff's like, that sounds circumspect. And Jace is like, I don't think this is a real thing. I go, it is with my family.
That's
My
hilarious.
other family.
It was so funny this weekend though because Tim wins all games. You know, he just wins. That's his nature. The boys were getting so mad, and I was like, huh, I've worn that shoe before.
All right, we ready?
Janice, if you're watching, do you want to come do a giveaway? A phone in?
A phoner?
A phoner?
A phoner.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, Monster Media, Yuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook live feed. And don't forget, if you are not a social media person, we also post each current day show on our YouTube channel. We are listed under Monster Media Yuma if you'd like to go back and check out any of our old shows and give us a view. And please, we encourage you, share our Facebook live feed because you might have friends in the community that would benefit from the local information that we're sharing.
Yes, and you can always comment on our Facebook live feed even after the show. We get the notifications. If you have a question or something to contribute, you're more than welcome to comment and we can see it. And if it's a question, we can go back to the proper person and actually ask them the answer to that question.
That's right. You know what? We've mentioned time and time again that this time of year there are so many great things happening in the community. Certainly something to keep you busy almost every day of the week.
Yes.
We have an event coming up. It will be February 28th. So this is next week. The Freedom Library is having a takeover at Lutz Casino, and it will be from 4 to 8 p.m. It's next Wednesday, and it will benefit the Freedom Library Education and Scholarship Program. And Lutz is one of those local businesses that they do a lot of
for our
takeovers
community, yeah.
for the community. So we want to recognize and thank them. Coming up this Saturday, Mascotomania is taking place. It's a party for pets in San Luis, and they have awards for first, second, and third place for each of the contests. Those will include the costume contest, which is one of my favorites, the trick contest, should take my cat because she catches. The Unique Pet Contest, Best Bark Contest, and they also have the Doggy Dash.
Oh, there we go. Sounds
lot.
like a lot of fun. And this is something they've been doing for the last few years now. It's become a staple. When the girls were here, they explained to us all the different things that the people actually do for the costume contest.
Right. When Louie and Danya were here, they were telling us about that. For the Doggy Dash, it's $1 per dog. That's the entry fee. But I think the prize is 1 year food supply. That's a great
That
deal.
is a great deal.
That certainly is. And that will be at Joe Orduno Park this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event is free, but remember there's that $1 fee per dog for the entry into the race.
Sounds good. I have a quick reminder. Coming up this week, their Telegraph Pass will be closed on Thursday the 22nd and Friday the 23rd. They are going to be doing their yearly maintenance on there, and this involves heavy equipment, concrete, and things. So Telegraph Pass, again, will be closed this coming Thursday and Friday. They ask that you please stay off the roadway because there is large equipment, and it can be very hazardous to the workers themselves. If anybody's been up Telegraph, they know that that roadway is kind of sketchy, especially when you're trying to maneuver large equipment. So if you can, just take the weekend off, the early pre-weekend off, because it's just Thursday and Friday, and everything should be back to normal and ready to go by Saturday. So stay clear of Telegraph Pass this coming Thursday and Friday.
Good reminder. Now we are opening up the contest lines right now. This is not via text.
No, you got to call.
This is the real phone line. Foodylicious Janice is in there. She is no longer jury duty Janice. And she will be taking the first 3 callers to each win 1 pair of tickets to the Elvis Tribute by Rob Ely at Cocopah this Friday. Tickets are... she's in there laughing.
Yeah, she just heard it. She's on a delay a little bit there.
Tickets are valued at $30 for the pair. You do have to be at least 21. First 3 callers, you each win 1 pair at 928-343-0993. Good luck. For complete rules for these and all of our other contests, you can visit monstermediayuma.com.
You know, it might be a good idea to actually save this Monster Media line, text line into your phones, because not only is it our text line, but you can also call it to win. And you know what? We have lots of giveaways that we do, and it's a way for you to keep in contact with us. If you have something to let us know as far as a accident, or you just want to say hi, or a song request, you can always text that line and it goes straight to our inbox.
That's right. This is Today in Yuma, and you can catch us weekdays, except yesterday because we did take a day off.
Oh, the dreaded day off.
We went to dinner, and I was told, why weren't you on today? And this is by a listener in the community.
Yes,
I said,
definitely.
Well, so I thought we might need a day off ever so often. But he did, at the end, I said, you enjoy your dinner now. He said, you'll be on tomorrow, right? I said, as far as I know we are going to be on tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. You know, one of the other things, I wanted to put a reminder out there. One of the things that we did this weekend for our holiday weekend, is we do it every President's Weekend, is we go out to Picacho and we camp the whole entire weekend. One of the things that we encountered this weekend, I know we're running out of time. One of the things we encountered this weekend is when we go to set up our camp, we found that there was a lot of trash and debris left behind. You know, we are fortunate to have the state park right here, right at our doorstep. Takes literally 10 to 15 minutes to get out there. And we get out there and we had to do a little bit of cleaning up because there was a lot of nails from pallets that had been burned, trash, all and it was left there. So if this goes for any of our areas that you frequent, whether you're out in the desert just jeeping or, hunting, all that kind of stuff. I know we talk about it hunting because, they pick up their shells and their trash after they are done hunting. But when we went out there, we noticed there was a lot of debris out at the campsites. And, we try to, whatever we pack in, we try to pack out, if not more. So definitely a reminder, clean up after yourself. I know I went running around before we took off, and I was looking at the other campsites, and they did a pretty good job cleaning up after themselves. But those nails, when you're riding in ATVs at a fast rate of speed, those are not a good thing, and not especially with the trailers and things. So definitely.
And this falls right in line. There have been a bunch of tires that have been dumped around County 19th Street in the off-road area. A lot of them, they've been lined up to create like a little pathway. I don't know if someone was racing out there or what the deal is, but help keep our desert clean. You're also creating an unsafe area out there. People are traveling in the dark.
Yeah.
Maybe they traveled a week ago and everything was clear, but now they have those obstacles there. So please pick up after yourself, because you know what? You keep it up, they might close a lot of these public lands.
Same with these canals. The systems we have here, those are not for dumping.
Nope.
Not
And
for dumping.
this is Arizona Revised Statute 13-1603A, criminal littering or polluting. So just don't
there you
do it.
go. Just
All right.
don't do it.
It's Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer. Teresa is sitting here with me. We will be back tomorrow starting at 9 o'clock in the morning on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. Next up on Z93, it's Bob and Sherry and your favorite classic country music on Outlaw Country after AP News. We'll see you then. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.
We'll see you tomorrow,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you, Anita.